What's going on, everybody? It's Tristan, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to show you how to create custom audio mods in Dead Rising 1 on the PC. This is made possible by the user LunarMeadow on the Dead Rising Discord. So huge thanks. I'll be leaving links to all the tools you'll need and everything we'll be using, and the Discord itself if you'd like to join. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, you're going to want to go to your Steam, and then search for Dead Rising, and then right-click, Manage, Browse Local Files. Okay, minimize that for now, and then you're gonna go download Dead Rising EX, which is a mod loader for the game. You're gonna want to download Dead Rising Complete ArcTool, AST Redux, which don't download it from this page. I'll still leave the forum post up, but you're gonna want to download this from the Discord link. So you will want to join the Discord and download the release, or I guess the already compiled build that has been released in the server. So you want to use the one from the server, not the forum. Once you download Dead Rising EX, or get everything else downloaded, go to your Dead Rising folder, drag and drop all of the Dead Rising EX contents to your directory. I already have it, so I'm just going to override everything. And after that, you're going to want to go to your native Win64 folder, right-click, create a new folder, and title it Mods. I like to capitalize the M. I'm not sure if it actually makes a difference, if it's case sensitive or not. I don't think it is, but if you want to be safe, just capitalize it. That's what I do, and it works fine for me. Dead Rising EX is done being installed. ArcTool. Open the zip. Create a folder wherever you'd like to keep ArcTool. Open that, extract that into there, and first thing we're going to want to do here is open the ArcTool, and then navigate to your Dead Rising directory. So in my case, it's on my D drive, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, and then Dead Rising. Yes, I have a lot of clutter, sorry. And then click the native Win64 folder, click OK. And then you could do select all, clear all, or select specific ARC files that you want to load. In this case, I'll just do them all. I'm going to be replacing two different sound files for the sake of the tutorial. I'm going to be replacing the main menu music and the handgun firing sound. Okay, so once that's done loading, you're going to want to navigate to sound. And then, so first we're just going to do the main menu music. So in this case, you're going to do BGM. And then it's BGM 001. I will leave a link to download a text document of the list that LunarMeadow, the creator of the sound tool, has also put together. Some of the this might be actually all of the in-game music, I'm not sure, but this is a good list to go by if you want to find specific tracks to swap or put new things over. So BGM 001. So what you're going to do is right-click this, and then copy to archive, make a new archive, and title it whatever you want. So I'm just going to title it Test. Okay, save, and then click Done. All right, and once that's done, your new ARC file will be put in your mods folder. So now, I will go ahead and copy the handgun sound as well. So if you don't know the name of the item or weapon that you're trying to create sounds for, you can go to this website right here, the Dead Rising Wiki, with the Dead Rising 1 model section. This has the name of every model in the game. So do Control F, and then I'm going to type handgun. And this is the one that we're going to edit. This is the in-game model that Frank uses. So it's going to be OM0079. So you're going to go to SE for sound effect, and then scroll down to the OM section. So it'll be OM0079 is what we're looking for. Here we go. OM0079.rsound_snd. Copy that to the archive. You can copy it to the same one, or you can copy it to a brand new one if you want. It's entirely up to you. So do copy files. Done. Okay, now that's done. So now we got both of our sound effects here. We got the main menu music and the pistol sound files. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new folder for AST Redux, and this is where all the real magic happens here. Open the .zip file, go into here and select all of this contents and then drag it into there. Okay. We don't need any of these zip files anymore. Okay. We're going to go to the folder that we put AST Redux in, click the search bar, and then type CMD. Okay. It's going to open command prompt. Now, please forgive me if I mess up a little bit here. This is still kind of trial and error, and this is very new to me and a bunch of other people, which is why I'm trying to make this tutorial in the first place. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to extract these two sounds first. So, I'm going to extract the main menu music, and I'm going to put it, this is where I'm going to probably put it at. I'm going to put it on my desktop in the folder with AST Redux. I'm just going to drop it in the AST Redux folder. That's what we're going to do. So extract that, and then extract this one to the same place. Okay. So now, both of our files are here. This may be a messy way to do it, but this is just how I do it. So, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna export, or I guess import this into the tool and export it into a folder. So, again, I left another text document that you can use for some basic commands. This was from LunarMeadow on the server, and this was some stuff that I added in. Okay, so we got some basic commands here. -I is for import, -E is for export, -W is overwrite, and then a / creates a folder. So what you're going to do is we're trying to import the BGM 001.rsoundast, and then export the sounds into a folder. So how we're going to go about this, so I'm going to try this for a second time. This is a second take here. This is still very much so trial and error. I'm assuming we can just follow this right here. I haven't actually tried this yet, so we're going to find out together. So AST Redux space -I and then BGM 001.rsoundast space -O BGM 001.wave. You could do MP3, wave, or whatever. Okay, so that did work. Okay, so now we have our audio in wave format. Perfect. All right. So my suggestion, if you're doing music, just use this line right here. Just go by this. AST Redux, import the name of the file from the game output, and then the name, or name it whatever you want. If you have Audacity, you're going to want to install that. If you don't, I'll leave a link for that too. Whatever audio you put over it, you will want to match the sample rate and how many channels it has. So if it's stereo, you want it to be stereo, whatever you're importing into the game. If the sample rate's 44.1, you're going to want to put 44.1. So yeah, so you want to check the details. So this is stereo, 44.1. So now, I've already downloaded a sound to put in the game for the menu music, just for the sake of the video here. I'm just going to do the Left 4 Dead 2 intro music. I'm not sure what it currently is. Okay, so it just so happens it matches, but if it didn't, you would want to export it differently, which I will show you how to do. So you'll go into Audacity, put your new sound in there. It doesn't matter how long it is. It doesn't have to match the length or anything like that. I will do a little editing here. Oh, that's really loud. Sorry. Let's see here. I'm just gonna make it. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it start right there. Sure, that'll be fine. So make whatever edits you want to make to the sounds. You're gonna export the audio, export to computer, and then browse wherever you want to export this. So. You could put it back in the AST Redux folder if you'd like, and name it whatever you want. Just call it L4D2. Whatever you want to name it. Make sure it matches the sample rate, and whether it's mono or stereo, you need to make sure that's accurate. Export. All right, and that's already done. So what you're going to do now is, I believe it's the same thing to turn a music file back to AST. You just import the MP3 file and then output it as the AST file. So, do I still have it? Okay. So in this case, I'm going to output it as BGM dot R sound AST. I don't know if it needs to be case sensitive, but just to be safe. And then anyway, L4D2.wave. Oh, right. Okay. So this is a step I forgot. So if the output already exists, just do the same line again, but do space dash W. It'll overwrite whatever is there in the folder. And now, yeah, that should have worked. So this normally creates a .new extension. I'm not sure why it didn't. That's a bit odd here. Not sure why it's doing that. So for the sake of this, I will go ahead and test this. So you're going to go back into your ArcTool, select the file that you're going to inject or replace. Right-click, click Inject, and then select your file. All right, and once that's done, we can go ahead and go back to your Dead Rising directory and open Dead Rising Launcher. You can create a shortcut and put this somewhere else if you'd like. Once you open this, click Settings. This is older mod stuff, just ignore that. All right, and there's our test.arc. Go ahead and click OK, play. And once we get to the main menu, this should be the Left 4 Dead 2 intro music. Sweet. Okay, so if you want to stick around and see how we do weapon sounds, be my guest. This is going to be the folder format for exporting, so this should still work the same. This is what I've had the most success with. Okay, so now I think I already extracted my... Yeah, I did. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is put this here instead, so OM0079, which is the handgun file, and we're going to call it RE4, I guess. Whatever you want to put. I'm going to be putting the original 2005 handgun sound over the Dead Rising 1 handgun. Input doesn't exist. What? Oh, sorry. It's a SND, not AST. Sorry. That is a different sound format. There we go. So now that should be exported into the folder. There we go. It'll make the folder there. And I believe the 3 sounds for the pistol that are firing is 7, 8, and 9, if I'm correct. Yeah. Of course, you can drag each of these into Audacity individually and customize them to your will. What I'll be doing here is just taking the sound effect from... Again, I had already downloaded it. And I'm just going to rip one of the firing sounds. So export audio. And then it's going to replace 7, 8, and 9. So you can call it whatever you want it. I'm just going to call it 7. I don't know. And I'm going to use the same sound on all 3 of the files. So what I'm going to do here is just copy paste this 2 times and rename it to 8 and 9. 8. And then 9. And then we're going to... Okay, so that's working. Drag that into here. Now this may be quiet when I actually put it in the game. I didn't bother to adjust the volume in Audacity or anything. This is just for tutorial sake. So we're going to override the files in there. And now we're ready to import back into the game. So what we're going to do here is the exact same thing we did here, but in reverse order. So AST Redux .exe, which I'm assuming you may not actually need to do exe. I'm not sure. And then -I, and then RE4, and then -O, and then OM0079 .r sound SND. Oops, I messed up. Oh no. Oh, that's why. Because okay, I screwed up a little bit there. I accidentally removed the name of the file so it couldn't overwrite. So we're gonna do the same thing as before. ASTRedux.exe, import the RE4 folder, output, and then the OM0079 R sound. And then to overwrite, do -W. Okay, so now that's done. So now it's going to generate the same file, but it's going to be a .new added onto that. So what you're going to do is delete your old file, remove the .new extension, click yes, and then now go back into ArcTool, and then inject OM0079. Okay, and now we're ready to test again. No need to do anything else in Dead Rising EX in terms of enabling a mod or anything. It'll automatically edit and apply the changes for you. So just launch the game, and I'm going to cut to when we're loaded in. Okay, so now that we're loaded in and we have a handgun, we're going to test and see if this worked. Sweet. Perfect. All right. We have 2 successful custom audio mods. So, I do apologize if this was kind of a convoluted tutorial. I'm not used to making these, and I'm not very experienced with this. I literally learned how to do this last night, so please forgive me. But I hope this was useful, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe.